So the family healing song came to me when I was taking my partner, my life partner, Tenzin, my cat, to the vet to have him put down because I knew something was horribly wrong with him. I didn't know what, but I was pretty sure he wasn't going to make it. So we were both in trauma and going to the vet because I thought I was going to have to put him down in that moment. And I was just beside myself, and he was crying and I was crying, and it was very emotional in the car. And I did what I do when I get into trouble with stuff like that. I don't know how to find my way out. I take my right hand and I tap my left over my heart. You guys do it over your heart, but I have a pacemaker there, so I do it over my shoulder. And I just say, Jivaka, 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 please help me. That's 6 pats, and I do that 3 times. Jivaka, 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 please help me. And I did that. And I had already been looking at Om Shom Namaha and trying to figure out how to work it, but kitties aren't going for that, you know, Om Shom Namaha, Om Shom Namaha. He's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I'd already been working with that mantra, trying to figure out how to work it with a cat. And so we're just driving down the road, and all of a sudden it comes to me as I'm tapping my shoulder as I'm driving down the road with my boy on the way to the vet. Mama's okay, Tenzin's okay, right? Grandma's okay, Baby Bo's okay. And that's his immediate family that he lived with at the time. So all of a sudden, Om Shom Namaha, all of a sudden, Om Shom Namaha comes out. So I used it. And I noticed that I just started doing it because I love mantra and I love chanting. And I noticed that as I was doing it, my energy was starting to lift. His energy was starting to lift. My energy was starting to lift. And pretty soon, this heavy traumatic thing somehow transformed into a light thing. And so we were able to go into the vet. And by then, with a little advice from a friend of mine, I said, okay, I'm just going to go in for a diagnosis. And changed from putting him down to a diagnosis. Well, it was his thyroid, and the rest of it is moot. Om Shom Namaha. And as I was singing it to him, Grandma's hearing it, Baby Bo's hearing it, I'm hearing it. We're all seem to be doing better. It literally lifted the energy to a place where that and some forgiveness stuff that I did and removal of the trauma from the last kitty I put down. It was just some things that happened that were all Ayush Shakti. I was going out on the internet and I found Dr. Smita and her release, I forgive you, and that what she did, and I just started using that, and I did it for myself because it was about self-forgiveness, and I forgave the vet, and I forgave my ex-husband, and I just kept going and going and going with it, and it's using these tools that it transforms lives, literally. So as I've let go of trauma, then I'm able to actually be with him in the moment for what he needed from me. It was so transformative, I can't even tell you. And so now I sing it as the family song. And then when Tenzin actually crossed over, okay, which he did, I started going, because, pretty big trauma for me. Mama's okay, Baby Bo's okay, Grandma's okay, brother on the other side's okay, because Baby Bo, we used to call him brother, right? So brother on the other side's okay, because I know he's here with us, okay? So it's like the family song, it keeps us all together in a way that's just precious to me. And we sing Om Shom Namaha, Om Shom Namaha. And, you know, all of a sudden, everybody's okay. So I just wanted to share that. It is one of the many, many transformations that have happened in my life because of the ancient secrets, because of the book and the 100-day course. The 100-day course was magnificent. I could stay with the 100-day course for the rest of my life and never learn it all. Okay? Some of the best money I have ever spent was on that 100-day. It gave me an introduction into not only Siddha Veda, but and went back because I had the didactic knowledge because I'd studied at the College of Ayurveda. So there's one thing to have just the knowledge. It's another thing to embody the knowledge. And one of the pieces that Ancient Secrets has is this embodiment. Okay, you learn it, you do it, and then you be it, right? So there's this whole thing. You learn it, you do it, you be it. And that's part of the path. It's part of what's brought into it. And it's transformational because the embodiment piece is so important. Our bodies are important. It is the temple for the living God. We are not here to shed our mortal coil. And I'm not saying samadhi's a bad thing because I've been there and it's wonderful. I did it through the death experience. I just think I went into a samadhi state. And that's where my cat was too, was in that golden bubble of light when he died. He was in the golden bubble. Holy mackerel. And I was carrying him in my arms and I could feel him alive with me on the other side. That's transformational. That's magical. That's such a gift. So this other saying of your biggest adversity from Baba Ram Dass, your biggest adversity always has a gift or a blessing behind it, always. And being able to see that, and it's just incredible. So I'm very grateful, and I have to speak this and get it out, because I'm probably never going to be taped in front of a live audience again. To me, that just is so something that I just have to say it, but I have to sit in my garden to do it. Okay, where I'm loving the earth and I'm experiencing my Shakti, my beloved, beautiful Shakti. Namaskar.